Meaning and types of economy. Today we shall learn about this lesson, students. Introduction about this lesson. What do you mean by economy? Here it refers to the nature of organization of economic activities in a society. As you have learned, given the scarcity of resources, economic activities are undertaken to earn money for buying goods and services to satisfy one's wants. So, depending upon the nature and level of economic activities pursued in an economy, the income of the people engaged in those activities differs means it is different. So some activities like software development, they yield high and fast growing income. So the people those who are working in software, here they earn more income, while others like agriculture yield low and slow growing income. So here what happens? Countries grow faster or slower depending on their mix of activities. Economics with fast growing activities will achieve development faster, while others lag behind and remain as underdeveloped or developing economics. You understood, no, children? So, those are working in software development and all these things. There are different jobs also. So, there they have high income, whereas there are different type of other jobs where you have very low income. So, that depends upon the economy of the country. Now, let us know the meaning. An economy may be described as a man made organization for the satisfaction of human wants. According to A.J. Brown, he defines economy as a system by which people get a living. You might have observed that man is engaged in various ways to earn a living. So, you must have seen around you that people work in different sectors, right? It also differs from place to place and from time to time. So, in the primitive days or the ancient times, earning a living was simple, but with growth of civilization, it has become much more complex. There are other ways also to earn the money, like unfair and illegal means such as robbery, smuggling. They may earn income, but for whom? For themselves or for their oneselves. But this is socially harmful. Hence, it is not considered as gainful economic activity. Thus, an economy has the following features. The first feature is economy consists of individuals, economic institutions and government and their interactions. Second, economy is a dynamic entity which is continuously changing. Third, production, consumption, and investment are the crucial activities of an economy. Fourth, depending on the type of economy, economic activities keep on changing. Fifth, individuals are both producers and consumers. As producers, they produce the goods and services, as a consumers, they consume the same. Sixth is modern economic system is complex and there are many institutions to regulate the activities of the individuals. We have the institutions like RBI, SEBI, World Bank, etc., that govern the activities of individuals as well as countries. Capitalist, socialist, and mixed economics we shall learn now. Economic systems are classified into capitalism, socialism, and mixed economics based on ownership of means of production and extent of government intervention and regulation of economic activities. So, let us understand the meaning, features, merits, and demerits of these economic system. Capitalist economic system. It means productions are owned by the individuals and are free to use them in any way that benefits them. Hence, it is also called a free enterprise economy. The important features of a capitalist economy are: first, private property. That means an individual is free to own, acquire, and bequeath property according to his or her wish. Next is freedom to enterprise. In a capitalist economy, the individuals are free to choose any occupation. Third, consumers' sovereignty. It is said that the consumer is a king in the capitalist economy. They are free to spend their income on goods and services, which give them the maximum satisfaction. Then, fourth is profit motive. Such acquisition and accumulation of wealth is not restricted in a capitalist system. Individuals are guided by their self interest. Fifth is competition, markets, and prices. Since everybody is free to pursue occupation of their choice for earning profits, there is an intense competition in capitalist system. Sixth is absence of government interference. Government interference in the operation of market, determination of prices, and decisions by economic agents is either absent or kept to the minimum in a capitalist system. Next is the socialist economy. When productive resources are owned and controlled by the government to promote the overall interest of the society, it is called a socialist system. So, the socialist economy has the following features. First, collective ownership of means of production and wealth. In a socialist economy, the government owns the means of production on behalf of the people. Next is social welfare objective. The government acts on behalf of all the people to maximize their welfare. The government, what does it do? It decides about the types and levels of output and the distribution of the same, keeping in view the broader social welfare of the people. Third, central planning, identification of national priorities and allocation of resources to meet them is done through economic planning. Reduction in inequalities. Non-existence of private property and accumulation reduces economic inequality in a socialistic economy. Fifth, no class conflict. All are co-workers in socialist society and there is only the working class. Hence, there is no class conflict. Next is the mixed economy. What does it mean? A mixed economy combines the good features of both capitalism and socialism. It has a combination of elements of both free enterprise or capitalist economy as well as a government controlled socialist economy. The features of a mixed economy are coexistence of public and private sectors. Public and private sector. That means the private enterprise that owns production units and works with profit motivation exists along with the production units owned by the government which work with welfare objective. Next is individual freedom. Individuals here are free to choose occupation and consumption as per their choice. Economic planning, that means planning mechanism is used by the government to prepare development plans and decide the roles to be played by the private and public sectors. Why? In the development of the economy. Fourth is price mechanism. The government policies influence the prices significantly in a mixed economy. They are administered prices for public sector units, for example, railways in India. And the government provides price subsidies to help the weaker sections. Indian economy is a classic example of a mixed economy. The areas for functioning of public and private sectors are well defined and economic planning is a key activity for achieving development. Now let us know the types of economics on the basis of level of development, on which level it is. On the basis of level of development, economics can be classified into two categories. First is developed economy and the second is developing economy. Developed countries have higher national and per capita income. That means the country is already developed and they have higher national and per capita income, high savings and investment, and therefore high rate of capital formation is there. They have highly trained human resources. In the last class we were knowing what is the meaning of human resources. So that it means that they have highly trained human resources, better civic facilities, good health and sanitation facilities, low birth rate, low death rate and low infant mortality. They also possess well-developed industrial and social infrastructure, including strong financial and capital markets. People in developed countries have high standard of living. So this is about the developed countries. India has a mixed economy. India is a classic example, as I told you earlier, is a mixed economy with both public and private sectors operating within the planning and regulatory framework of the government. The need to achieve higher and faster development had ensuring better living standard to all class of people. The important features of Indian mixed economic system are: the first is coexistence of public and private sector. Industrial policies of 1948 and 1956 formulated by the Indian government made the provisions for the coexistence of public and private sectors. Second is planned development. 5-year plans were prepared within the framework of the directive principles of state policy to rebuild economy and lay foundations of industrial and scientific progress. Then third, role of public sector. What is the role here? The public sector has played an important role in the development of Indian economy. It increased the pace of economic growth and reduced disparities of income and wealth. It has prominently contributed to development of infrastructure, establishment of basic and heavy industries, disparate industries in several backward regions, promoting trading and marketing activities including international trade. So in this way the public sector has played an important role, like development in infrastructure, establishment of heavy industries. Private sector. It not only includes industry but agriculture, small industry, trade and great deal of activity in housing and construction activities as well. It also provides employment to 3/4 of our manpower. Many policies and laws have been enacted to control the private sector. Coordination between public and private sectors. How are they coordinated? Both public and private have worked together for achieving the goals set by the Planning Commission. Today, the role of public sector is declining and more space is provided to the private sector. Performance of public sector in India. The public sector was given dominant role so that it could control the commanding heights of an economy. Public sector made significant contribution to the country's economy by filling the gaps in the industrial sector, generating employment and achieving balanced regional development. It has a good hold on the commanding heights in terms of investment in key sectors like steel, electricity generation and petroleum. But the public sector did not show better financial performance or profitably because of many critical problems like defective pricing policy, excessive political interference, delays in decision making, overstaffing, lack of accountability, and underutilization of capacity. Hence, since 1980s, various efforts were made to improve performance, and with the economic reform process initiated since 1991, privatization has become a key policy of the government. Government is selling its shares of public sector industries, which is called disinvestment. So this is all about the lesson, students. Thank you.